is up, everybody? My name is Ryan, and I am the host of the Survivor Wannabes podcast. And with me tonight is my wonderful co-host, Dennis. Hello, Dennis. How are you?
Hello. Pretty good.
Doing all right. Seb is absent tonight. He's doing adult things, I think.
I think last week I was gone. This week's sub.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I can't get you guys to do anything. No, I'm just kidding. Um, so episode 6. I was really hoping that Seb would get someone out of his picks in this episode. I think Angelina was close, right?
Right, yeah, I forgot. I thought that was your pick, actually.
No, I I kind of wish, but no. And then we actually had Lursa voted out, right? And she's on your team, right?
Yeah.
You cross her
Rip.
off and do that. Oh, it's your, what, third person overall?
Oh no, it was fourth pick. Fourth pick.
No. I mean,
Thought I had her higher.
it's your
Oh,
third
third
person
person
voted
out.
out, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Yep. Carl, I forgot. No one's marked him off.
Oh, yeah, shit, let me do that.
I don't know how
No,
to
wait,
do it.
Carl's not voted out. You're good.
Oh wait, no. Who is it? Oh, it's Pat. That's right. I'm thinking of Pat.
Pat got the boot for
Poor Pat.
being allergic to waves and shit.
It's my first vote out too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
3 people out. First
Yeah.
one gone.
That's nuts. I feel like this has been so one-sided. So it's just a breath of fresh air, not having anyone voted off. And I didn't have any. So it was either gonna be you or Seb, because I don't think any
Yeah.
of my people. Let me bring up the graph.
No
here
one
so
was
people
really
can
on the
see what
chopping block. Well, no one could have been on the chopping block for you. You were completely safe.
Yeah, I was completely safe. There. Now it's up so everybody can see. So yeah, what do you think of this episode?
This episode felt kind of weak, in all honesty,
In terms of what?
in terms of just entertainment value and just if right now I feel like Survivor is a shell of what it used to be.
Yeah, I agree. I think the challenges were neat. I thought what was the one fucking tribe in the immunity challenge was just pathetic.
Yeah, that was the only challenge I liked this episode.
It
I'm
was
trying to remember what the other one was. Well,
the other one. They had to carry like a bag of coconuts that were tied to someone, and they had to like hold them above their head while they went and gathered rings and then threw them onto pegs.
right? Yeah. See, I don't like that.
What
Be a
did?
little more, be a little more creative in your challenges.
Mm, it it was interesting. I don't remember seeing one like that before, but at the same time, like that one pales in comparison to the other one, which was carry this fucking heavy disc, and then you have to walk across things, like three platforms, 3 pieces of wood, and then pour the water in. I like how the one tribe just was just like bam, got it right away, didn't spill any
Right,
water. What?
Who was in that tribe? I'm trying to remember. It was like Christian and
Yeah, it was the tribe Christian's on. So it's Christian, Dan. Who the hell else is in that? John, Gabby, and Allison. And
right.
they fucking crushed that.
Yeah, that was surprising.
Yeah.
I wonder how heavy those discs were.
I imagine they were pretty fucking heavy.
Yeah,
And
I mean, even without the water, they had to be heavy.
yeah, and that Lursa's tribe. I don't remember any of the 3 tribes' names. There's Vuku and Jabin,
Okay, I don't remember any of
Jabini,
those.
and I don't remember the other one.
They don't matter.
But Jesus Christ, did they give up? That was pathetic. They were just like,
Yeah,
I
it
can't
was
carry it.
Mike, and there was one other person, someone else. I think it was Angelina. It was like constantly,
Yeah,
my hands are bleeding.
my
They just-
hands are bleeding. I'm gonna drop it.
like,
And
oh.
I think the only person who wanted to keep going was Nick.
Yeah, you can see the frustration in him.
Oh, dude, he
And
was
how-
so frustrated. What do you think about the vote?
The vote itself,
Yeah.
I thought it was dumb. That was the weak vote. Come
Yeah,
on.
they voted. I did not see Lursa going home. Not at all. I
It
thought
makes
Angelina
sense.
was gone, dude.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Emerge is coming.
Mhm.
Why keep someone
Who
that
is
trying so hard to play?
Yeah, she's very
strategically.
obviously playing very hard and trying to get people's coats, and
Right,
she's
and
very strategic.
I wouldn't feel threatened being in her like going against her in a challenge at all.
Yeah, I
Well,
would.
Larissa.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel threatened against. You mean Angelina?
No, I meant
Lursa.
Larissa.
Yeah,
Larissa.
I would not feel at all threatened against Lursa. Um, however, Angelina is very playing the social game, like a
Right.
lot. Yeah, and
So she got those two
she
things
is
going
fucking
against her.
yeah. She somehow managed to stay on, survive, and then now she's gonna make merge next week, which she's gonna just weasel her way into whatever. Is she? She is a Goliath, right? Or am I getting that wrong?
No, is she Goliath? I think she's Goliath.
Yeah, she's a Goliath. So she's moving back into the Goliaths. But do you
Oh,
see?
she's
Do you see?
strong.
Do you see the old like Davids and Goliaths coming back together?
It would be dumb if they do that.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, those original tribes mean nothing.
I know that the one tribe, Angelina's tribe, was very against the David and Goliath alliances. But I didn't get that vibe from the other two tribes. Did you?
What do you mean?
Like, I didn't get the vibe that it seemed like the tribe that Angelina's on. I fucking can't remember. Is going to be very focused on staying in that group of people, as opposed to when they merge next week, going back into the David and Goliath alliances. But I didn't get that vibe from the other two tribes that they were gonna stay together. I really felt like they kind of were gonna go back to the David Goliath kind of things. Did you?
Yeah, I don't. I kind of see that, but at the same time, that tribe that Angelina's on, I don't understand where Mike's thinking. Like he's already voted out one of the Goliaths,
Yeah, and
which is Natalie.
yeah, and I really think
That paints a target on his back.
yeah, it's
Same with
crazy.
Alec, right? He voted someone else. He voted
Alec
that.
did too. Yeah. He was. Wait, is Alec a Goliath?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
I
is.
think
Okay,
so.
yeah. It was very surprising that they voted against their tribe originally. I forget who it was that Alec helped vote out.
Alec voted that one chick out, Natalie.
Oh,
Natalia,
Natalia.
one of
Yeah,
those.
yeah. So they're probably going to go into this, and it looks like Alec is just a flip flopper. Like I wouldn't trust Alec as far as I could throw him, because it's in the preview for next week. He really seemed to be going against that David and Goliath kind of tribe thing. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. He seemed, I don't know, if everyone from that Goliath tribe, he seemed to be more likely to go with David's
Yeah.
at this point. I don't think anyone could fault Mike voting out Natalie.
Yeah.
So,
I think everyone's just kind of going to be like, and I think he talked about that in this episode where he was just like, oh, everybody looked at me like I was like got a target on my back or something like that. I was just like, nah, they got it.
yeah, no.
They know. um, but yeah, I like the challenges in this episode. But yeah, I was very surprised at the ending. I did not think Larsa was going home.
I didn't think Larsa was going home. And what else? What else happened? What'd you think of the Elizabeth rant?
Oh, I think it's just useless drama. But you know, at the same time, you know, you get out there, and I understand where she's coming from with her back being fucked up or whatever the hell it was. But at the same time, I'm like, how would any of these people know that about you if you didn't tell them?
All I could think of is like, didn't Pat get evacuated because of his back
Yeah.
injury? And she's complaining that she can't sleep on bamboo.
dude hit a wave wrong, and now he's gone. Like you can tough out back issues for what is it, 39 days for $1 million?
Yeah.
Like Jesus.
I think they're just grasping at straws, the editing team. We need something for this episode.
Yeah. It was the duller of the episodes so far this season, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like not much to it. Seb's good at dragging these out.
Gosh, we're only
9 minutes in. We're about 10 minutes in, and we're just kind of like, yeah. So season 37, episode 6 was not much to talk about. I'm trying to think of anything because I didn't write anything down because I tried to go watch it again on CBS, and apparently CBS only lets you watch it once, and then you have to sign in, which is dumb.
all these streaming services.
I know they're making it very hard because I don't have cable, and now all these sites like AMC does this where you have to sign into your cable provider to watch anything. I'm just like, why? That's fucking dumb.
Yeah. What do you think of Gabby?
She is such a fucking crybaby. I have no sympathy for her at this point. Like, I think it's in every episode she ends up like crying about something. And I'm not just using the word crying as complaining or anything. She's literally sitting there crying to someone about how she doesn't fit in with people. But from what we see, she doesn't even try.
She makes no effort, and it's every episode she sits there and cries that Christian
is getting all the attention.
Like, what have you done to even strike up a relationship with any of these tribe members besides what we saw this episode with Allison?
Yeah,
which was her crying to Allison that she doesn't fit in.
And somehow she relates to Allison because Allison approached her about it at some point. I'm like, you got to do the same thing to everyone else. Like, you're not going to fit in if you don't try.
Right? I mean, if you look at these people, they're all different.
Yeah.
They all come from some different background. So I don't get what Gabby's problem is.
She's just, what's the word? Shy.
I mean, it could
but at
be.
the same time, if that's all you're complaining about on the island, you need to get over that because she's not playing the social game at all. To be fair, she's not playing the game at all, it seems to me.
Nah, she's coasting.
Yeah, she's playing the blame or the cry game. And I think that was so funny the other week when we were sitting here talking about her, and then she had happened to tweet out at that exact moment. Oh my god, I don't, I kind of hate that I have her on my team now.
She's self-aware about it because, like, in her description profile before the Survivor, she made mention that she's going to be like one of the crybabies. I forgot what she said exactly, but
God, she needs to get over it.
Right? Yeah,
because it's getting old. Like it was old. What's that?
She's gonna make it far though.
Well, it's because she doesn't do anything. She's not a physical threat. She might be a mental. She seems pretty smart for what I can figure about her, but she's
puzzles.
Yeah, for like puzzles and stuff. But there's no way she's gonna outlast or outplay anyone.
Now, if anything, I see someone dragging her to the end and not getting a single vote for her.
Yeah, because she's not making any moves. It looked like she was trying to get something together this episode, but not really. Nothing came of it. It was like, oh, Gabby's talking to, what is it?
And who was she even talking about? Was it Dan? Like they were like planning against Dan?
I guess, because they know Dan has an idol.
Yeah, but did you notice, like, when they were talking about Dan, they cut to him just swinging a log at a tree?
Yeah.
For no reason.
I don't know. I guess he was trying to break it for firewood or something, but...
He might have been. It's just hilarious how they brought up the Dan, and he's just swinging a log at a tree.
Yeah, it was pretty random. I do question what the editors do sometimes, but...
Oh, we got a comment from Seb. He's listening.
Oh, Seb, you can listen? You can listen, but you can't come on here, Seb?
Right.
The king stays king, Seb. Seb, did you watch the episode? I assume he did. Because
Seb, we're only going on 15 minutes and we're about to wrap up.
Yeah, we're about to wrap this shit up. We're dying here, Seb. What are you doing? He's not going to answer in time. Jesus. I am tired. What a great thing to say on a podcast. We should have probably just waited till next week and just done a double episode. To be honest with you, I think Larissa was very surprised that she got voted out.
Yeah, that made no sense. Strategically, it made no sense. I would love to know why they voted out Nick and Mike.
Yeah, I wish they kind of would do like post voting. Why they did what they did, because I think you only saw, fuck was her name, Angelina's confessional, where she was like, "This is a real vote this time. I don't actually want your jacket," or something dumb like that.
Right. Yeah. Again, even if it was a strategic vote, isn't Nick a what is it? A David?
Nick is a
I think he's a
Goliath.
David. Is he a Goliath?
Yep.
No, no, that can't be right. Because I thought he
Oh
was
no,
a.
he is a David. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
So if it was a strategic vote for Mike to get back into the good graces of the Goliaths,
That
I
makes
don't know what the
sense. Yeah,
hell's Nick
because
doing.
he was struggling with that. Nick's just voting with Mike.
I
They're
guess.
best
But
friends.
after this vote, that's where the whole cluster is going to happen, though.
Oh, after the
Yeah,
merge.
yeah, because they got so many alliances going on here.
Yeah, Nick especially. He has the is the one with Christian. He's got one with Nick, or he's got one with Mike. Sorry. Who else did he have one with? I remember him having another one. Was it with
I
Davey?
thought it might have been Davey. I thought he had one with Elizabeth at one point.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, he seems to be playing the social game pretty well. If he's got all these alliances and no one's questioning them.
Man, and then Elizabeth has no one now, really.
I guess not. And she kind of
Larissa was her big go-to.
yeah, and she kind of is digging herself a hole, being a pain in the ass to everybody at the camp. Like I understand her back hurts, but you just the one guy's like, yeah, you're starting to work with like 2 hours left. You're not gonna fix the entire fucking tent in 2 hours before dark, and
I
I'm
love
trying
how
to fucking
Carl.
sleep.
Yeah, I loved how Carl was just laying in the bed and she's yanking yacht logs out of there.
Yeah, like what the fuck are you doing? It's called communication. Like, how are any of the people in your tribe supposed to know that you had back problems prior to this game? Also, how are any of them supposed to know that you're not actually sleeping at night? Because I don't get why cutting them in half is going to make them more comfortable either.
Yeah, that seemed like, wouldn't that just break easy if you were to lay on half of a bamboo?
That and are you flipping it over so it's concave? Or are you
That
leaving
seems
it
to hurt worse.
convex? Like I don't get how that would make it more comfortable. They didn't really show what she was doing other
Yeah,
than
no.
cutting them in half. So
Yeah.
it was really confusing to how that at all is going to make. Hey, maybe you win some challenges and get some comfort, and then you can sleep on like a mat, or I don't
Right.
know, sleep in the sand. You're willing to sacrifice comfort for I don't know sand crabs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was just I think it's weird. Do you think it's weird no one's like found an idol in a while?
I think we went one episode with someone not finding an idol.
Yeah,
Which
this
was
might have
nice.
been the first one. I think Carl found his idol nullifier last round, right?
That was, yeah, Exile. You found that.
Yeah, and we haven't. It's so
Wait, doesn't.
weird how many. Because who's got him right now? Davey's got one. Dan
Yeah.
has two.
I was about to say, doesn't he have two?
Carl's got the nullifier, and I think that might be it.
So what? There's two more idols? So, or.
Well,
Yeah, is there two more
Seb and I
idols?
talked about this last week because we're not sure. I would
Mm.
assume because Dan found his through a hint on their camp, so we don't know if they left the other two hints at the camp. But I'm not. I would doubt it since the challenge is over.
Yeah, that seems like something, like someone to be in charge of collecting that.
Yeah, that and like putting out new ones for the newer challenges. I don't know. I would assume you'd have to make it fair for everyone.
Right.
But
I was
they're
kind of hoping
merging. What?
I was kind of hoping we would see Exile again.
Kinda, but I don't know. Exile. I think they only did that because they had two people leave, and when
Yeah.
they, yeah, and when they merged into three tribes, not merged, but separated into three tribes, they had an extra guy. So that's why that's the only reason they brought Exile in. But I think this season someone had said every time they move to a new camp or switch camps, there's a new idol in play. So we should expect another one, I guess, next week.
I would guess, and that would just be it, right?
I guess I'm not
The last
sure.
one.
It depends where they take it. But
I think there'd be only one idol on the island, and then usually they have some kind of auction
that
or some advantage.
yeah, they didn't do the auction last year, did they?
Oh, they did it?
I don't think so. Not that I
They might not.
remember.
I think they did the food thing,
The eating
which they don't
challenge.
usually do. Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
usually do that every season, right?
No, they don't. I really enjoy when they do it because it's cool.
Right.
I like
Yeah.
to see who has got a like, because that doesn't take brain and it doesn't take bronze. It just takes a hard stomach, and I like that challenge. It's good. Um, but yeah, I would like to see the auction. I love it when they auction off letters from home.
Yeah, I like that. I like. I hope with this merge happening, we start seeing the more um longevity sort of challenges.
Yeah, like the
Hold this as long as you can.
stand on the post as long
Yeah.
as you can. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are always my favorite, just to see who does it. I like when they go like over 3 hours. I'm like, holy shit.
Right. I like seeing those. I like to see more endurance stuff, not just like swim out here, grab the puzzle piece, or swim out to here and grab like the ring to toss onto this. You know.
Yeah. Um, I did like the certain like the types of puzzles that they do. Like the puzzle in this episode was pretty cool looking. Um, and Christian fucking destroyed it.
Yeah. The flat piece, the flat
The
puzzle.
circle one at the end for
Yeah.
yeah, that was neat. But I don't know.
I think that whole challenge was new, right? I don't remember
Yeah,
seeing
I
that
don't.
whole saucer.
Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing that before. I've definitely seen ones where they have to carry water to places, but I don't remember ever
Right.
there being a giant fucking concrete saucer they had to carry.
Oh my gosh. I would just love to know how much that weighed.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to
They
know.
are everyone's
But
strong.
they definitely got screwed over. They have no strength other than maybe Nick on their tribe. Like everyone else is just pretty weak.
Yeah.
Who was it? It was well. I think I would assume Elizabeth could do it, but well, she wasn't there, was she? No.
She sat out, I think.
Oh, did she?
Did she
Okay.
sit out?
Someone did. I know
I don't remember.
Gabby. I think Gabby sat out, and it might have been Elizabeth. You're right. No, no one sat out. They all did it because there was only 5 of them. Right? Or was there 4? Shit, we're so bad at this.
Elizabeth
Okay.
was Carl's tribe. And I remember 2 tribes had to set 2 people out. Oh, I mean, 2 tribes set people out.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
I just don't remember which 2.
Well, Elizabeth wasn't on the losing tribe.
No.
It was Angelina. It was Lissa. It was Mike and Nick. So they didn't set anyone out. So yeah, they didn't have like anything, any strength, except for Mike, I guess, or Nick. Sorry. So now there's 3 of them. Merge comes next week. Who do you think's all right? Who do you think's gonna win? Let's see if we can make this to a half hour.
My gosh. So tough to say from this one episode. I was gonna say Elizabeth, but then she had that outburst.
Yeah, but I don't think that's gonna hurt her, especially with the merge next week.
Yeah, I'm just worried because she's got. You seen those expressions and everything? It's only gonna get harder.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna have a harder time holding her tongue.
Yeah, it's true.
I would say Christian, man. And at this point, he's mingled up with everyone. He's super smart. He's playing the game well socially.
I agree with you. I think Christian has a very good chance of making it, but I think people are going to jump on him as soon as they can, because he's essentially a Cochrane 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody actually who's playing right now, I don't know if any of them are super fans. I think Christian might be actually, but I don't know. I don't remember anyone saying that they are a huge fan of the show and they watch it all the time. So if that's the case, then they probably don't know who Cochrane is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if that's the case, then maybe Christian makes it the entire way. Christian's definitely playing a social game. He's pretty good. He's really good at puzzles, but I don't think he is making any strategic moves other than kind of just allying himself socially, I guess.
Yeah.
But as far as like getting anyone out or suggesting to get anyone out, he's not really doing any of that.
Yeah, I don't remember him
Which,
ever laying down a name.
yeah, which could be a good thing, you know.
I guess, but people are gonna say he didn't really play the game fully if he doesn't do any kind of big move.
Well, I think it's really hard to do all three: outwit, outplay, and outlast. Right?
Right. So I mean, if he gets down to that point, just from what we saw so far, and he gets to the end, and Jeff says, "Okay, make your case. How did you outplay, outlast, and what was it, outwit?"
Outwit, yeah. Well, outwit. I think he's very witty. Excuse me. Wow. I think he's very witty. He's smart, not really witty. He's smart. He's sociable, and if he gets to the end, then he outlasted everyone. So he's doing a good job. Now, a stark contrast to him is Angelina, who I think is outplaying, outwitting, and outlasting everyone. But I
think everyone sees that, though.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think everyone knows that, and she's going to be a huge target come merge. You know what I mean? Because she's already got her resume out there with getting people out, especially in this little tribe she's in. She's been the one who's been leading the charge.
It's a dangerous game then, because once you do that, isn't it the Davids have the upper hand?
I guess they do. Who's No, the Goliaths still have the upper hand. There's still more Goliaths right now.
I thought the whole thing about this vote going forward was whoever was voted out, the other tribe, the other original tribe would have the most members.
Right. David was voted out, so the Goliaths, I think, still have the most, right? 1, 2, 3.
So if they voted out Angelina,
5, 6,
would that
7.
be a split again?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 7 Goliaths left to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Davids. Yeah. So it would have been even.
Just go. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess you're right. Whoever got voted off was gonna be. Yeah. So come merge, Goliaths have more, one more. But at the same time, Alec is just a flip floppy little bitch. So I don't know if he's gonna be voting with Goliaths. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean they're obviously gonna try to ring him in, but I think Elizabeth and a few others would get through to him that he's on the bottom of their tribe no matter what.
Yeah, it all depends on. Wait, where'd my survivor graph go? Here it is. Excuse me. Nick is a David. Okay, then never mind. I don't know. I could see Nick following Mike to the Goliaths.
Oh yeah, I think that alliance is still strong. I think they're gonna talk and work out together.
It'll be interesting merging all these people together.
Yeah.
You know what we haven't seen? What happened with the chickens?
All right. That was another thing I was gonna bring up. We didn't even see the rewards afterwards.
They got kebabs, didn't they?
Yeah, but I don't remember them actually like enjoying the kebabs or.
I remember Dan eating a hot pepper.
Oh yeah, okay.
And that was it. So I assume they did. But you're right, we didn't see them do it. But this is the part of the game where I like, as long as you survive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, then you get to go to the merge. And the merge is where the fun begins.
Isn't it like whoever the first one voted out on the merge is the first on the jury at this point?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's what it says in the graph. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 jury members if they are doing Final 2. Which, based on last season, I hope they do, because that fucking split vote thing going to the last person's really dumb.
Yeah, what would you rather have seen then, if that was the case? Would you rather have
Final 2.
everyone revote?
Final 2. Not Final 3.
Oh, okay. Well, that would still be the same thing, right? Because essentially she became the next jury member.
Yeah, and no. I don't know. It's a issue where that has never happened before, and probably won't ever happen again. But I don't know. I just like Final 2 over Final 3.
Yeah, but then you also run into the problem that someone's going to bring in a player that just kind of was dragged, like a Gabby, just dragged
Yeah, just
along.
dragged along.
And it doesn't really make for a fun vote out because you know, obviously, who's going to win.
But at the same time, I guess the problem I have with the third person voting for who wins is that they know who everyone else voted for. You know what I mean? So it's a tie vote, so I get to decide who wins. Whereas if they were all
Oh,
voting,
right.
if they were all voting, it's just kind of like you don't know who everyone else is really voting for because they're
You mean
all
if
in
it goes down to a
Ponderosa.
tie?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I almost felt like it should have been everyone revotes, like the whole jury revotes. After everyone's seen the episodes, they can kind of get like a better perspective rather than just being like the deciding
yeah. I
vote.
don't like one person knowing that they are the deciding vote. I guess is my
Yeah,
issue with it.
yeah. So if that was ever happening, I would love for everyone just to cast their votes again, and then you wouldn't really know at the same time.
I also think that you know that person shouldn't vote because they're not on the jury. They didn't get to ask any questions, right? And they didn't.
Mhm.
I think it should come down to the two people building a fire. I think it's that simple.
Now that would make sense.
Yeah, because then it's in their hands. It's not in anyone else's hands. It's who builds the fire.
Oh my gosh, I would love.
That'd be
That would have been
crazy,
awesome.
dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't like one person knowing that they are the vote and they get to pick. It doesn't matter. Like everyone else vote don't matter.
Hmm.
So it just it gets under my skin. But hopefully we don't see that anymore because I think that's the first time it's ever happened.
Yeah, I can't see that happening anymore.
Yeah. I'm glad my people are kind of flying under the radar right now. Gabby's definitely flying under the radar. Let me bring that back up so we can talk about the graph. Boop. Get rid of the GIFs. Boop. I'm really glad. You know, Gabby's a whiny crybaby. I don't think she's going to go anywhere, or she'll go to the end if someone drags her there. I could definitely see Christian going, and Kara's kind of flying under the radar now that she managed to get out from underneath the radar. You know what I mean? Because she was on the radar for getting voted off at one point in some episode. I forget which, but
Was she?
yeah,
I remember she tried to like buddy up with Elizabeth after that last vote, and
yeah, there was something going on, and
like,
now her and Dan are gonna come back together, and they're like a power couple, I guess. I think in this episode, Dan was like, "Oh, I really miss Kara."
oh my gosh, do you think Dan's gonna reveal that he has a second idol to her?
Oh yeah, he was dumb enough to do the first one. He's definitely gonna. He might even give it to her, dude.
Oh my,
He's got
I
puppy
have no
dog
hope.
eyes.
Yeah, I have no hope for him.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Dan. I mean, if he does it right and he's not an idiot, then yeah, I could see that. I could see him going a long way because no one's gonna. Everyone knows he has one idol, so they'll try and flesh it out.
Hmm.
But they don't know he has a second one. But the second he tells anyone about the second one, they're all gonna know about that one too. So
Oh
it's
man, if
just
they flesh it out and they work with Carl, then that wouldn't matter, right?
if they flesh it out and work. Well, no, if they flesh it out, meaning they all know that he has it, so they're all gonna tell him
Right.
that he's going home without them knowing that he has the idol. So he'll
Hmm.
play the idol, and they'll all actually just vote for someone else. That's how it always
Uh,
happens. That way, Carl doesn't need to reveal his thing or use it. But then then Dan has another idol, so the next time they'll try and vote him out, and he'll use that. As long as he keeps his dumb mouth shut about
that's
having it, you know.
yeah.
And I think Davey's not going to tell anyone that he has one, unless he did. I can't remember if he told Mike.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. And I don't think Carl's going to tell anyone about his nullifier because I don't see Carl in an alliance with anyone.
I think. Oops, there you go. Here we are. I don't think he's told. I don't think he's working with anyone, and he would have to tell someone about the nullifier, right?
I guess would he?
I mean,
As
how
long as
else
someone tells him that, as long as someone tells him that they're playing an idol this round, he can use it if he wants to.
I don't even like that advantage. That'd be so hard to pull off.
It would, yeah. I thought it was cool the first time I saw it, and I think I talked to Seb about it. And he's like, "Yeah, but it's gonna take fucking forever to do." You know,
Yeah.
it's gonna be real hard.
Much
If he pulls it off, that's awesome, and then he can use that for his resume.
And I wish they would have brought back the super idol again.
What was that?
That was when if you put two halves of an idol together, like the super idol could be played after the votes are read, I believe.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think you're right. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
But now we got the idol nullifier. So how do you feel about the people on your list now?
I still like Carl, even though I don't think he's really aligned with anyone strong in
Yeah,
particular. Uh, Mike, I feel good about still, because I don't think anyone's gonna blame him for voting out Natalia or Natalie,
Natalie. Yeah,
and I think he's got a good relationship with Nick, so he's I can see him going either way, really, with the original tribes. Alec, if he goes with the Goliaths, that's end game for him. He's gone as soon as the Davids are gone.
yeah.
But if he lines up with the Davids, I can see him lasting for a while.
And I don't
For a
think
good while.
Mike's a very good ally because everyone knows who Mike is, and I guarantee you Mike's a millionaire already. So it doesn't really matter. Like Mike's not gonna win, 100%.
I mean, if that was the case, I would see them voting him out already. I mean, none of us picked him, obviously, because I don't see him going to the end. But I felt
Hmm.
like if he was early in the game, I could have seen him being voted out first.
I could also see him as someone to take along with you because he's not making any real moves that I noticed. Um, and he's also a big hit TV movie star. So same with John Hennigan. You know, he's a big wrestler. I'm sure he's got a lot of money,
Sure, yeah.
so they don't need the money. I think that weighs heavily on people, like when deciding who wins. Like it would with me at least. I don't know about
You
you.
could say that to a lot of people too, though. I think you got doctors and lawyers. I'm pretty sure they're pretty
Cheerleaders.
well off. Yeah, former NFL cheerleaders.
Well, apparently they don't make any money to do that.
Really?
Yeah, cheerleaders make no money, but the only reason they do it is because they can get modeling gigs and other gigs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but that's what I heard the last time I was talking to someone about NFL cheerleaders. So, but I think that's about it. I don't have anything else for this episode. Do you?
No.
Well, let's wrap it up then. If you have questions for us, you can hit us up at our email at hosts@fandomfound.com. You can find us on Twitter at twitter.com/fandomfound. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/fandomfound. You can subscribe to the podcast at http://www.fandomfound.com/subscribe. If you're watching us live, we do this live every Monday and Thursday night. Monday's for Walking Dead. Thursday is for Survivor, and we may have more shows coming up as those go out. Let's see, what did I miss? Oh yeah, if you're watching live, don't forget to comment in the chat box to the right, the bottom right. We always love hearing from our listeners live. And then if you have any questions for us, hit us up on our email. We like reading our emails too. I think that's it, right? Did I get everything?
I think so.
Yeah. Are you sure?
I kind of just zone out. Usually it's you or Seb who says this stuff.
Sebo does it.
Just kind of wait for the wrap up.
All right. Well, let me do. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming out, and listening. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.